everybody, it's Nico and welcome to Across the Airwaves. This is our bi-weekly News with Nico YouTube show, which is a supplement to our weekly long-form podcast available on iTunes. On today's episode, I will be discussing CBS's blatant ripoff of Lisbeth Salander, Alcatraz fans having been caught looking for fictional secret room from the Fox series on real-life tours, the Ferris Bueller commercial making its way around the net this week, the NBC Office Spin-Off, and Marvel's new Avengers photos. I also plug our friends over at Legendary Women Inc. and their fundraiser going on now. Just a reminder for Dan and my weekly in-depth look at our favorite TV shows, check out the podcast on iTunes or visit us at acrosstheairwaves.com. So let's start things off today with our first news article. CBS has ordered 3 pilots this week, and one is a blatant ripoff of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Queen is a drama pilot centered on an edgy punk rock girl who uses her hacker skills to help an Oakland-based detective solve crimes. A Lisbeth Salander ripoff? Yeah, I think so. In How Stupid Do You Have to Be news, Alcatraz fans have been caught looking for the fictional secret room from the Fox series on the real-life tours of The Rock. Apparently, some fans of the Fox's new hit, Alcatraz, are having a hard time distinguishing between what is real and what is fantasy. National Park Service rep Alexander Picavette told TMZ that tourists are trying to sneak into closed areas and confessed that they are looking for the Batcave underneath Alcatraz. Shouldn't these guys be scouring Boston for tears between universes or combing Louisiana for vampires? They're making the rest of us look bad. If you were on the internet today, you likely saw the news that 80s movie hero Ferris Bueller, as played by Matthew Broderick and not that other guy from the terrible NBC Spin-Off series, will be returning via an advertisement airing during the Super Bowl. At least that's the impression left by a 10-second teaser released on YouTube today.
How can I handle work on a day like today?
Cue the and a title card sporting the same date as the Super Bowl, and a nation is instantly tantalized by the prospect of once more experiencing Ferris's carefree snarkitude, if only in a 30 to 60 second spot for carbonated cola or oddly flavored potato chips or dubious conceived web ventures. Moving on, NBC is developing a Dwight Schrute Office spin-off. The network is developing a spin-off of its once mighty comedy The Office with resident weirdo/nerd Dwight Schrute played by Rainn Wilson in the spotlight. The proposed show, described as a family comedy, would follow the happenings of Dwight's beet farm where he runs a bed and breakfast.
Actually, I do own property. My grandfather left me a 60-acre working beet farm. I run it with my cousin Mose. We sell beets to local stores and restaurants. It's a nice little farm. Sometimes teenagers use it for sex.
As I said, it will have Dwight living at the Schrute family beet farm and running the bed and breakfast, which has been featured on the show several times, including in an episode where Jim and Pam visited Dwight there. Also, the potential spin-off will be introduced in an Office episode later this season set at the Schrute farm, so look for that. Now, I like Rainn Wilson, especially as Dwight, and maybe this will work, but I liked Joey on Friends, but the show Joey was an abomination, and this has that same potential written all over it. In our final news story of the day, Marvel has released 5 new images from the Avengers movie. Check out these 5 new photos featuring Nick Fury up close and personal, as well as Captain America, Iron Man and Bruce Banner in civilian garb, and a quiet moment between Hawkeye and Black Widow. For a close-up look at these new photos, check them out on Marvel.com. The links are below in the description. Finally, help our friends over at Legendary Women Inc. with their annual fundraiser for the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation going on now through February 12th. Here's a quick promo from the women over at Legendary Women Inc. and Sweet.
The Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation has long been a charity of interest for Smallville fans. In the past, the Sweet Forum and Legendary Women have hosted separate charity drives. Now we are joining forces to raise money in honor of Lana Lang and Chloe Sullivan, taking donations and selling raffle tickets for rare items relating to Allison Mack, Kristen Crook, and the characters they play. For more information on how to donate or enter the raffle, ending February 12th, please see www.legendarywomen.org. Help sweet and legendary women support the Reed Foundation. Go forward and donate today. Thank you.
And that's the news with Nico for this week. Thanks for joining us, and clickety-clack that like button.
We now return to our regularly scheduled program.